Hi everybody, this is Julie with ReadySetStampIt.blogspot.com, and I have an 8.5 by 4 sheet of paper here. It's double-sided. I'm going to use the cream side here. What we need to do is score it at 4, and then we're also going to score it at a 1/2 inch in, or excuse me, 2 inches in. So there's 2 inches. And how this is going to work is the card is going to be placed like so. So this is what it's going to look when the card is upright. There'll be a saying here and a little button here. And I found this paper. This is actually Christmas cardstock. And so this is going to adhere to here. So when it lies down, it's going to lie down flat onto there like so. And then when the person opens the card's actually going to open like this and have the little button here or the brad, whatever you want to do here. So we're going to make the design here and also make a design a saying here. So this is 4 by 4, and we're going to cut apart for the inside. These two papers actually weren't meant to go together, but I think they look really pretty together. So since this is 4 by 4, we just need to make something that sits along the inside of it. So I'm going to do that maybe at about, this is like 3 3/4, so let's cut 3 3/4. Oops, I need to put my cutting blade in there. Right now I just have my scoring blade, but I need my cutting blade. So 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 here, which looks like it's already cut to there. So it'll be like so. I think that looks really pretty. And then we'll work on decorating this. So let me come right back with the design that I have for this. Okay guys, for my next step, I'm going to try something new that I haven't done before. I got this Glimmer Mist, and this is in Frost, which I thought would go nice with the color that I have here. This is kind of a blue frosty color. And so I'm going to try this and see how this works. This is on some of the flowers that I got in this kit that I got from Michael's a while ago. There's a bunch of these flowers. So I just took out some that I thought would be really pretty to be using with this. Now with this Glimmer Mist, I was told that you don't shake it. If you shake it, you add bubbles and it'll come out really splattery. But I don't know. I've tried to rotate it like this just as much, and when you rotate it, you can kind of see the bubbles already are getting here, and that's what causes the splatteriness of it. So I've got some paper down here, and I'm hoping this is good enough to kind of, because this stuff gets really messy. And I'm going to have to wait for this to dry, but at least I can show you guys a little bit how this works. So you can see the big globs coming down there right now on this, but this is going to be really pretty. It's going to add some shimmer to this. I'm going to add this a little bit heavier since some dark splatters got onto it. There we go. So this is it for right now, and when this dries, it'll dry and have a really pretty glistening effect to it. So I'll let this dry and we'll come back. Okay, so when I scored this earlier, I kind of scored it and pressed a little too hard, and so it sort of tore right where the card would fold. So what I've done is gone ahead and just take a small piece of paper and score it down the middle, and I'm just going to add some reinforcement to this. I put double stick tape already on it with my ATG gun, and I'm just going to add a little bit of reinforcement so that way nobody will see that I accidentally scored it too hard. So anyway, just trying to cover that up a little bit. Now what we're going to do is take this with this and adhere this onto the card. And before I do that part, I'm going to go ahead and adhere this one onto it. But before I adhere this, I am going to add a ribbon to it. So let me go grab a ribbon. So now the next part that we need to do is adhere this to this. And the only part that we're going to be adhering to this is just this bottom portion right here, because this needs to fold down into a card. And if we adhere the whole thing, you're not going to be able to put it up so that you can make your easel. So just this bottom portion here. So for that reason, I am going to just go ahead and add the tape directly to this portion, because I know this is exactly where I want this at. And now I'm going to align this and make sure it's all aligned here. Okay. And then add this portion down here. There we go. Just put that right on there. Make sure I got it straight here. There we go. Alright, and now this will line up like so. So we have this portion, and now what we need to do is go get a ribbon and then check on my flowers and make sure they're dry to add it onto here. Okay guys, so here I went ahead and added this red ribbon. And what I like about it is because in the background striped colors here, there's both red and burgundy. So you could go with either or. So what I'm going to go ahead is just center this, add this here. And now I'm going to use some glue dots. I think this turned out so neat, and I don't see it showing up as the sparkle on here, but there is sparkle on here. You just can't really see the frost from that glimmer mist, but it is really pretty, really pretty. So let me just add some of these glue dots here, and I will adhere this flower. There we go. So that's on there. Add a couple of these leaves. First one I'll add right there, and then another leaf that I will add right down here. So I'm really liking the way this card's turning out so far. So now when you put it up, it'll go like so. So far so good, but we do need to put a sentiment down here. So what we're going to do is just open this up like so. That's kind of what I thought was going to happen, was that this was going to tear apart, so I'm really glad that I added that reinforcement there. I just had a sneaking suspicion because I accidentally, when I was scoring it, I scored it a little bit too much. So anyway, alright, so there's the insert to this, and I don't know if I've pointed this out before, but I am corner rounding all of these. So I'm going to corner round this, like so. Let's see here. I'm kind of playing around with exactly how I'm going to do this. So I'll do it like that. Put that up there like so. And then we need to add a little sentiment down here. So I think what I'm going to do, I have this that says, you are my sunshine. I don't know if you can see that here. You are my sunshine right here. So I'll be doing that on there. And I haven't decided quite yet if I'm going to add anything in addition to that, or just keep it pretty simple and just say you are my sunshine. So I think I will just keep it really simple. So I'll come right back and show you the stamp on there. Okay, so I went ahead and stamped the you are my sunshine on here and did a little bit of the edges with a sponge. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere this onto the inside of this card here. And I just cut this card a little bit smaller so that the outline of the 4x4 will be there. So I probably did this at 3 3/4 on the inside. And now what we need here is a little stopper. So we need a little something here. You can put a button. And these are perfect. These are what Sylvia had sent me. And I just love them. I think they're absolutely beautiful. And of course I love pink and brown. So this is really super cute. I've been kind of playing around and seeing which design I like here, and I think I really like this brown. It goes with the brown in the back of this as well. So I'm going to go ahead and use the brown, and what I need to do here is I'm going to add a couple of these just because this is going to be one of those things that's going to be used to help stand this. This is the easel portion, and it's going to need to be a little bit strong. So I'm just make sure that what I do here will make it be really strong. So let me scoot this. I put this on really lightly so I can maneuver it before I press down on it. Let's see here. That looks great. So voila. And then there will be the card. So what do you guys think? Isn't that just beautiful? And I can't take credit for this. I did see this on YouTube. And I can't remember the gal's name, so I'm going to search for it and see who I can find that showed me how to do this. So you would mail it like this. It just goes flat like so. And when the person gets it, then they open it up. And then you can just stand it up right like that. Isn't that just gorgeous, you guys? I hope you can see how pretty this is. Let me see here. There we go. See if you guys can get a close-up of all this. And that's, again, how it lies flat and how it'll open up. I think it's so pretty. And this is actually going to go to cat who's in the hospital now who has acute leukemia. So I've been meaning to make her a card, and actually not just one card, a few cards. Anyway, thanks so much guys for watching, and I hope you're having a terrific weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.